Hey everyone, for this video and experiment I thought I would show how we can detect focus on 3D objects we've placed into mixed reality. So I'm using StereoKit, Visual Studio, C# and .NET. I'm placing some cubes into the scene, and what I want to experiment with is seeing if I can actually detect what I'm actually pointing at. This is pretty simple stuff, but it is like a building block of creating interactive immersive experiences. So it's an important one to make sure we know we can do it, and then we can build more complex experiences. So just for example, I've placed 9 cubes in the scene at regular intervals. I can point at each of them. I'm extending a ray from my controller. It'll do it with my hand as well, and I'm actually detecting in code if the ray is intersecting with one of those cubes in 3D space, and if it is, I'm having the cube react by changing its scale, its size, and the color of it as well. The other thing I can do is I can find the exact intersect point, so I can do that. Here I can see very accurately where the intersection is happening between the ray and the cube, the model. We can obviously do this with more other complex meshes. We're just using a cube for this example. And the other thing I can do is show the ID. So each of these models, I've been given an ID, and I can show the ID when I'm focused it. This is going to be super helpful if we want to react to a particular model that we're focusing or interacting with. Obviously, I can also just grab these and interact with them and move them to where I want, and then wherever I place them, they will still react accordingly like that. The other interesting thing is that if I place a whole bunch of them in a row, you can probably see where I'm going with this, like this, roughly in a row, I can actually have multiple of them all interact. That ray is actually intersecting with all of them at once. That might not be what you want, but you'll have to write some code just to say just stop at the first model that's been interacted with. Don't ignore the other ones, because this is the one I'm interested in. Again, you just have to write some code for that. It's not too tricky. So that has been how to show what objects you are focusing on in mixed reality. The next experiment I want to do, very similar to this, is actually create a 3D model inside Blender, which is a 3D modeling tool with multiple nodes inside there. Import that into StereoKit, mixed reality, Visual Studio, C#, .NET, and then seeing if I can detect which of the nodes within that imported model is being focused on. That's what the experiment I want to try doing next, I think, because I think that'll be a really interesting use cases. So that means I'd be able to create really complex models inside Blender with different nodes that I can get to react in different ways if I want to focus them. That'd be really interesting. Cool. So that has been this experiment. If you like that and want to see similar ones, then follow me on LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube at Lee Englestone. And until next time, have a great day. Bye now.